Even among my friends, they will say, oh, you know, the Islamic Renaissance, once upon a time, you know, Ghazali, Qardawi, you know. I say, oh, that's wonderful. Then I'll meet my Christian friends, oh, you know, Christian Renaissance, etc., etc. So everyone's better than everyone. Everyone has this golden history. I think if you look at it comparatively, everybody had a, you know, golden history. So we're not so unusual from each other after all. And I think that when you live in a multicultural country, you have to look at that. You can't say, look, I'm better than you. And even, okay, let me just say that even among the Muslims in this country, right, there is this thing when they say, you know what, I'm better than an Indonesian, I'm better than an Iranian, I'm better than an Arab. And you're going, oh my God, how are you going to be a cohesive society if you keep having this mentality, you know? And it's not healthy. Globalization has made Malaysia like a hub. Okay, we aspire to be Singapore, though a lot of us don't want to be like Singapore, right?
True.
But you know, when you look at businesses, when you look about intellectual, you know, knowledge and all that, this is what the country aspires to. And if you have this kind of me, especially, okay, let's again back to Muslims.
This kind of what?
You know, this prejudices, this barriers. I don't know how you're all going to work together if within a community you cannot accept certain ideas or certain cultural habits. Yeah? Okay.
It's like when Islam, everything is bid'ah, haram, something like that.
Well, not necessarily that, but I think it's like, okay, I used to work for an organization. There was Malaysians and there were also a lot of Muslims from other countries. It was quite fun, it was very international. But there was a group of Malaysians who said, you can't be friends with them and they're not really right. Why? Because they're Shiites. And I said, I'm just doing corporate comm. You know, I just want to get my strategies done. I don't know what is in me. And, you know, later on I did ask, is it true you're Shiite? No, actually we are, you know, we're Sunni. I said, oh my goodness, where did they get this? But you see, it didn't actually help with work because I was stuck in the middle. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. You know.
But that's not really a Malaysian thing. Iraq, they kill each other as well.
Yeah, true. But I'm talking about in a Malaysian context. You know, our fear of foreigners, you know, like, oh, they're this, is it. But I suppose if you travel around the world, you also see this kind of prejudices.
Yeah.
The next one, dialogue. I think it's great that we have dialogues, and there's not enough dialogues. But I just feel all these dialogues, they belong, okay, you know, they should not be the domain of a political or intellectual elite. I've been to one, I think Ideas, one Saiful actually invited me, and it was really good. It was, okay, this one was about the DUMC punya debacle and what zakat and charity meant in Christianity and Islam, yeah? But it was a small group, okay, fine, I agree, it was done, like what, within 48 hours.
48 hours?
Okay, because it was so sensitive at that time, okay, like you couldn't get the whole crowd in,
fair enough.
But I actually said to oneself, you know, these things, you shouldn't think that we Malaysians are just going to burn down the whole place. We're a lot more intelligent than that.
Yeah.
And I think they would appreciate hearing about what zakat means and what charity in Christianity means.
So you're saying that form is kind of like elitist in a way?
Well, you know, it's only like activists, journalists who go.
Oh, it's just a small group.
Well, a lot of forums I go to is the same faces again and again and again. Orang Melayu kata muka toya lah, orang balik muka ni.
So example was Ideas lah that you gave. Is one Firdaus here?
No, but it's not bad. It's not a bad thing. But I think this kind of dialogues, you really have to go out and talk to Malaysians. You have to engage.
Yeah, true.
I mean, look, I'm very grateful that you invited me, but you know, who gets to come to KL Hilton? You know?
That's true,
Yeah, it's a certain group. Okay, you all got it because you're members of NRC or you have friends and friends, all that. But you think the makcik-pakcik in Terengganu or in Kampung Baru would come to a place like this? I think very few. They may be intimidated. They may think, you know, I don't want to listen to all this rubbish. But those are the people that you should be talking to. Where you know, the intellectual ones are the, you know, educated ones who read all this. Now, this is what my little beef. You have to learn to communicate well. As I said, I work with quite a number of political personalities who decide, I want to become a columnist. That's why my stress level goes like that, you know. And you're going, okay, so you want to write about interfaith matters, yeah? I mean, actually, I should conduct a workshop on this. It's not easy to write about interfaith matters. You know, it doesn't matter. And I have a feeling that just because this is what I observe, it's not a personal judgment, though it may come out like it. just because you're a politician, it doesn't mean you can write, and just because you're a politician, it doesn't mean you can communicate, because sometimes some things you go, oh, there have been times I asked my bosses, do we have to publish this? This guy sounds insane. No, please,
Now,
I don't want to deal.
would you care to name the politician?
Huh? Quite number lah.
Oh.
You know, put aside the grammar and all that. You know, you go, oh God, the comma here and all. You know, yeah. So one thing, they want to say a lot of things. You only have 800 words. So I keep telling them, one message per article, one message. And they put like 10 ideas there, and they go, editing is going to kill me. So you have to be very clear with what you want to say. Yeah? Okay. Now, also another thing. I think when you're in a position of power, sometimes you get carried away. Or sometimes, even if you're in a position of power, you tend to forget that you're a person of influence. So you pakai bantai, you just whack and write all these things, and you're going, ay, this is not what you should be saying. Maybe you can say that to your wife, your friends and all, but you are going in the public sphere. You have to be responsible for your words. Now, okay, I wrote...
So it's the foot in the mouth disease, right?
Foot in the mouth disease, and you know, it could be also, you know, how? I guess they got excited or something.
Excited,
Yeah,
you know, political
like,
drama, everyone's riled up
right.
if they say something they're not supposed to.